right, so now we are making blueberry coconut flake cookies. These should be really fun and a different consistency than the balls. You know, sometimes if you have multiple, you can take multiple bites of something, it makes a big difference when you're not allowed to have a lot of stuff. So we're just gonna place all the ingredients into the blender. So we have 2 cups of flaked coconut.
We're doubling the batch because the batch only makes 9 cookies, and you know, so we're doubling it.
So just kidding, it's gonna be 4 cups of, fill that one up too high. 4 cups of flaked coconut. And then this is gonna be a cup of coconut oil. It's softened, but we didn't melt it this time because we don't want it to get too gooey. I don't think this is all, it's not all of it in here. Keep pausing for a second.
A pinch of our fine pink lemon sea salt, so just a pinch of that. And then if you've seen any of our blueberry videos, you've known that we've had an amazing blueberry season this year. So these are all blueberries that we picked and then froze.
This is 2 cups of blueberries. The recipe is half a teaspoon, so since we're doubling it, we're going to do a whole teaspoon of vanilla. And it's 3 tablespoons of either honey or syrup. We have the syrup out, so we're going to go with that. And so that's going to be 6 for the double recipe. And then a half a cup of filtered water, so we're doing the whole cup since again we're doubling. I'm only going to put a little bit in at a time just to start it and see where we're at.
Alright, so we have a cookie sheet out with the paper because we're just going to freeze that. But this is our consistency. Hold on, I just want to underlight. Ooh, fun colors. Gloppy. And do we freeze this, Megan, or put it in the fridge?
Yeah, this is going to be a freeze, so we're just going to drop them in. You can use a cookie scoop if you have one.
That looks so much, that looks really pretty. This would be a good Halloween,
Yeah, sure.
good Halloween cookie.
Alright, so it says just to drop them by the spoonfuls.
Just like you would in cookie dough.
And then since we're not cooking them, they're not going to be able to spread themselves. So we're just going to
Push them down a little bit.
push them down. And then you stick them in the freezer for 10 or 20 minutes to get them to freeze really hard. And then you can store them in the freezer, or you can store them in the fridge. It's up to you.
They're so pretty. Should we sprinkle coconut flakes on top?
Yeah, that'd probably be
That would be really pretty.
raw pistachio slice, which is going to be our equivalent to our ice cream-ish,
Cake.
like
Yeah,
an
ice
ice
cream
cream cake. So basically we're just trying to get as many different nuts in here as possible so that we're not bored. You know, we got almonds in our taco meat, we're going to have walnuts and pecans and a ton of cashews, and this one's the pistachios. So that way we get our
Protein.
yeah, our protein and our fat from our nuts, and just using so many different adds variety, so it'll make it a little bit more exciting for us when we're getting bored with everything that we're making. All right, so in our blender, we're gonna make the crust first. So I'm doubling the recipe since we're making it for Jenny's household and my household. So this is 1 cup of raw pistachios. Again, that's the doubling the recipe. 2 of our dates, again, we pitted them and soaked them in water so that they're soft. And we're gonna do a tablespoon of the maple syrup. I always like to do an overflowing tablespoon so that it, whatever stays in the thing doesn't count against you. And then a tablespoon of coconut oil, again. We left it thick this time. And we'll blend that all up.
We just put parchment paper in the bottom of this pan. And then this is our crust. So it's a little gooey from the maple syrup
And the dates.
and the dates, but just a little bit, just enough to push it down in here and make like a crust that will stay together. Freezing it will help that. And we'll just make it as even as possible.
To get messy. All right, so that's about 1/4 of an inch thick down there on the bottom. They said to use a 3 by 5.5 pan. This was a little bit bigger pan, so we decided to just make double the recipe and then just make one, and we'll split it in half so Jenny can take half, go home, and we'll have half here. So then I'm going to take this and put this in the freezer while I mix up what's going to be in the top layer. All right, so now we're going to make the filling layer. We're going to place all the ingredients back in here. So I've been soaking these pistachios. I couldn't find raw, so they are salted. They're not cooked, but they are salted. So I just soaked them to get some of the salt off of them and make them nice and soft for the blender. So again, we're doubling the recipe. So this is a cup of pistachios. And then we're gonna do 6 tablespoons of maple syrup since we're doubling it. All right, we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of the coconut oil. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 4 tablespoons of almond milk. Ooh, that was 3 and 4. 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt.
Which, you already have salt in the nuts, so maybe you shouldn't.
Okay, it's true. Good call. And that's it. So we're gonna blend that now. And you have to super blend it because you don't want any of those pistachios. You want it to resemble like a pudding, not chopped, okay?
All right, so it's crazy blended, almost like a baby food consistency. And then this has gotten a little harder because it's been in the the freezer.
All right, we're gonna put these, I crushed up some of the pistachios, so we're gonna keep some for the top, but we're gonna throw a couple in just to, you know, have different texture when you're eating it. Mix those in pretty good. And then we'll pour into here.
It's almost like a layered ice cream cake. It's more brown than I thought it would be. I thought it would be greener, but I guess it depends on your pistachios.
We could put it in food coloring. I'm just kidding.
Jenny needs to try.
Taste tester.
That is really good.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like cereal, like eating cereal. It's really, really good. I'm gonna eat some more. I like the blueberry cookies were the bomb. I like licked that bowl. Now Megan, just even this out. Oh my god, that's really good actually. Ooh.
So we're gonna sprinkle the topping on there. Now they also said you could add edible rose petals. We're not that bougie.
We're not that bougie.
But I think I am gonna sprinkle some blueberries in there too. Just because we
To
have
look
so
pretty.
many
Okay,
from
I'm using a different finger just in case you guys are like, oh, you're gross.
She's gross anyway.
Oh, that's so cute! Yeah, do that. Wait, that's a stick. You know, not a stick. Alright, don't go crazy. Just like, there we go. Or rose petals if you're bougie. But this looks amazing. And you'll throw that back in the freezer.
Yep, it says 5 to 6 hours or overnight to set, and then you just slice it into pieces and eat it that way.
And how fancy would you look if you served that to your friends? so this is all of our prep. We have our taka meat, tzatziki sauce, peanut Thai for our zoodles. Ton of zoodles. I got zoodles. We have detox salad,
That's the tzatziki.
tzatziki, cauliflower rice, overnight oats. We have an apple pie snack. Hummus. All that's hummus. Megan has hers too. Got apple chips. Blueberry coconut cookies. Lemon balls.
There's some carrot balls in this one.
Oh, where are my carrot balls?
Carrot balls.
And carrot balls. So this is all what we prepped today, and then we'll probably prep some more. But that's our food for the next couple of days.